Hello everyone, I hope you are doing well. This is the 48th video in the Learning and Evolving from Past Practitioner series, a video series that aims to introduce important historical figures in the internal style of martial arts and Shoudao practice. Last week, I introduced Cheng Youxin, the younger son of the XingYi-Bagua founder, Cheng Tinghua. There were many interesting comments left in the comment section. Many of those comments tell me that I should make a follow-up episode to introduce him and Bagua-related concepts in more detail. A community member, Carrot404 Gmail, says that his first teacher learned Cheng Youxin's form in New York. He sent me the link to the video and also says, quote, "From what I found online, the form was created by the older generation for young Cheng Youxin," end quote. Then I asked him about this older generation of Cheng Youxin. He said the article speculated on who created it, could have been an uncle of Cheng Youxin. Then I explained the history to him briefly. I think it is worthwhile to share it here in more detail. Cheng Tinghua, the founder of XingYi-Bagua, had 3 brothers. He was the third of his siblings. He practiced Bagua under Dong Haichuan and eventually became one of the most important Bagua teachers in Beijing. His younger brother, Cheng Dianhua, studied external styles of martial arts. After Cheng Tinghua became a well-established martial arts teacher, Cheng Dianhua started practicing Bagua under Cheng Tinghua. So, even though Cheng Tinghua and Cheng Dianhua were of the same generation in terms of family, Cheng Dianhua was actually a student of Cheng Tinghua. Very often, people are confused about family generation and martial art generation. It is also worth noting that due to Cheng Dianhua's training background, his Bagua had already changed a lot from the practice that he learned from his elder brother, Cheng Tinghua. Fortunately, his practice branch still has many practitioners today. I will introduce this branch in the future. Basically, this branch has a major difference in approach to practice compared to Cheng Tinhua's teachings. Regardless, it is a great Cheng style branch in its own right. Now, let's continue with more history. After Cheng Tinghua passed away, Cheng Dianhua left Beijing and returned to his hometown in Hebei province. To help Cheng Youxin survive, Cheng Dianhua took Cheng Youxin to his home and taught him martial arts as well for a short period of time. Then Cheng Youxin went to Tianjin to practice under his elder brother Cheng Youlong, who was the eldest son of Cheng Tinghua. From then on, Cheng Youxin mainly followed his elder brother's teachings, especially when he reached his middle age. His practice and teaching strictly followed Cheng Youlong's teachings. And for the short time he spent training with his uncle Cheng Dianhua, due to Cheng Dianhua's practice being different from Cheng Tinhua's practice a lot, eventually Cheng Dianhua's influence on Cheng Youxin's system totally disappeared. In other words, Cheng Youxin's system does not have the technical influence of his uncle's teachings. Also, it was just impossible for Cheng Dianhua to create a routine for Cheng Youxin as first, Cheng Dianhua was still in the process of developing his own practice. Second, Cheng Youxin was only about 8 years old back then, and more importantly, third, Cheng Youlong was the one who learned directly from his father Cheng Tinghua, and was considered the most accomplished Cheng style practitioner. That's why Cheng Youxin eventually went to Tianjin to study under his brother. Sometimes History is very simple, but people make it complicated for no reason. By the way, I post the link to that video in the description. Now, let's move on to another one. A community member,昌宏高桥, says translated code. A photo, a person sitting in a chair holding a Bagua sword has surfaced. But isn't that Fu Zhensong, not Cheng Youxin? And translated code. This community member's name and the comments are in Japanese. I can only read his name in Chinese, as I noticed the characters he used are the same in Chinese. So sorry for my mispronunciation since I never studied Japanese, but it's interesting that I can recognize those words and know their pronunciation in Chinese. First of all, the photo I used in the last video is of Cheng Youxin. Fu Zhensong's photo is different from this one. So this is Cheng Youxin, and this is Fu Zhensong. Also, there are photos of other Bagua teachers with a big saber in their photos as well, since Bagua saber is the popular weapon of the style, not a weapon of a specific person. So thank you for your question, and I hope my answer helps. A community member, Michael Peace, asks, what is the XingYi-Bagua Zhang system you are teaching? Is it from a particular lineage? End quote. Well, this question is not related to Cheng Youxin, but since I made a brief reference to XingYi-Bagua palm in the previous video, I'd like to take this opportunity to briefly introduce this topic. XingYi-Bagua Zhang, or XingYi-Bagua palm, was created by Zhang Zhaodong at the beginning of the 20th century. The main objective of this system is to integrate the power of XingYi and the dynamic movement of Bagua. My grandfather, Yang Xinglin, learned this system directly from the founder, and I learned it directly from my grandfather. Along with my other XingYi-Bagua teachers that I met back when I was a child, my grandfather told me that Zhang Zhaodong only created a basic system without a fixed form, especially when he was older. He realized that XingYi-Bagua should focus on the training of Tan Huangjin, or spring energy, a type of martial power that was emerging around the 1920s in Tianjin. By that time, Zhang Zhaodong was too old to develop XingYi-Bagua palm further. Therefore, he told his students to integrate the Tan Huangjin approach into this system. After Zhang Zhaodong passed away, some of the students, including my grandfather, worked on it. Some of Zhang's students developed new styles based on XingYi-Bagua palm, but named them differently. For example, Zhao Daoxin used Xin Hui Zhang, and Qiu Zhihe used Luo Xuanquan. I learned the version developed by my grandfather, plus I have studied many different approaches available in Tianjin back when I was a child. I also realized that I needed to develop a new system integrating all of those available materials beyond the original XingYi-Bagua palm, such as 八盘掌, 象形术, Tai Chi, 六合八法, and even adding more advanced XingYi practices into one system. So, a couple of years ago, I decided to devote most of my energy and effort to it. So far, I have finished recreating and refining the system. I used a new method to develop it. I worked with a few students in Montreal and tested every single movement with them in terms of application and martial energy development. I have to say that this system is a completely integrated system that is very rich in martial technique, efficient in developing martial power or fajin, and effective in martial application. Since I was developing this new system, every single movement has its own martial intent, plus a specific method to train a practitioner to develop the necessary martial energy for self-defense purposes. I have also posted many small clips of this system to my Facebook and YouTube. I have introduced this system to some of my martial arts colleagues in China, and all of them are very happy to see the newly revived and updated version of the XingYi-Bagua palm. Some of them even recommended giving it a new name, such as Young Style XingYi-Bagua, but I believe it is better to credit the original founder, Zhang Zhaodong. Without him and his students and many other martial art masters of different styles, it would have been just impossible for me to start from scratch. My plan is to teach this style in the future, as this style contains content from all other internal styles. Practitioners should have some martial art training foundation, or else it would be very challenging. I hope this new version of XingYi-Bagua palm will not only keep the style going forward, but also be a more profound and more developed system for the present and future generations of internal style practitioners. Now, let me share a small clip about this new version. Push, pulling, and back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then 1, 2, then 3. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then. So, Michael Peace, thank you for this question. I hope my answer helps. Now, let me introduce Cheng Youxin a bit further. As a great Bagua teacher, not only did he practice Bagua and XingYi, but he also practiced Tai Chi. When he was working on reorganizing and refining the Sabre palms, he got help from other colleagues as well. Unfortunately, martial art history very often does not record those who offered assistance, but only records the final version of a practice and is the main creator. So when we analyze historical information, the correct knowledge is important. That's why I'm always against applying a speculative approach in understanding a style's history. I hope my video series will help the community improve the overall understanding of this aspect. So that was all for today. I hope this follow-up video will clarify some misunderstandings and help practitioners understand Cheng Youxin and his practice better. That brings us to the end of today's video. I hope you all found today's topic interesting and informative. Please post any further questions about Cheng Youxin, his practice of his lineage in the comment section. I will answer them for you as soon as possible. Thanks for watching. See you next time and enjoy your practice.